We're gonna be doing a leg focused workout. So we're gonna actually start standing up today, and we're gonna be needing our 2 small props, or roughly around 2 to 3 pounds. If you don't have dumbbells, go ahead and grab like water bottles or soup cans. You guys know the drill by now. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and start standing all the way up at the very back of our mat so that we have all of our mat space in front of us. We're gonna bring our weights in front of our thighs here. Feet about hip width apart. Taking a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, nod your chin towards your chest, and just start to slowly roll your spine all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time. When you can't get down any deeper with straight legs, go ahead and then bend the knees, sitting the chest onto the thighs, relaxing the shoulders, and then start to slowly restack your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, letting the legs fully extend straight once you come up to the top, taking those shoulders up, down, and back. We're just gonna do that 2 more times. From here, nod your chin towards your chest. Try to keep your weight forward in your toes versus pushing your weight backwards into the heels. Once you can't get down any deeper with straight legs, go ahead and bend the knees, sitting the chest towards the thighs, letting those shoulders relax. And then very slowly restacking the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Letting your head be the very last thing to arrive. Shoulders rolling up, down, and back. Last time here, nod the chin to the chest, belly button to spine, roll it down, keeping those weights close to the legs. When you can't get down any deeper with straight legs, that's when you're gonna bend the knees, sitting the chest closer to those thighs. And then taking your time, slowly rolling yourself up, getting those legs to be fully straight once you come all the way up. Shoulder roll up, down, and back. All right. Bring your weights to your chest, elbows out wide to the side like so. Feet are still parallel, about hip width apart. Coming deep into a squat, send those hips back, and then rise it back up. Deep into the squat, and rise it back up. So I want you to feel that your weight is staying primarily in those heels as you go backwards into your squat, and that your spine is staying nice and straight as you go down. So we're not rounding, try not to come into this little hunchback of Notre Dame position. Really keep your spine straight. Exhale down, inhale up, down, and up. Then we're gonna add our arms. So as you go down into your squat, extend the arms out to the side. Come back up, bring the weights to the chest. Squat it down, extend the arms. Rise it up, bring the weights to the chest. Exhale as you go down. Pressing through those heels. Getting some nice glute and hamstring activation. Good breathing. Next one, stay low and not squat. Hold it. Pulse only your arms. Belly button to spine. Small circles with those arms. Reverse it. Try not to let your body move, only the arms. Then let's take it back into full range. Rise all the way up, weights come to the chest, squat it back down, arms open. For 5, 4, and 3, getting warm, and 2, and 1, and rise it all the way up. Good. Turn sideways on your mat, opening those feet wider than shoulder width. Legs are rotated from the hip joint, arms coming into a bench press position. From here, squatting down, arms lift, coming back up, arms bend. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Unlike the last squat we were doing, we're gonna stay completely upright with our chest to the best of our ability. So try not to lean forward. A little fun analogy is to try to stay nice and flat, like you're going straight down a toaster slot. Don't lean forward or backwards. Still pressing through those heels, feeling those knees tracking over those toes. Your next one, hold the squat, continue with your arms, up and down, up and down. Nice relaxed neck. Hold the arms still, pulse only the legs. Pressing through those heels. Good. Stay in the squat. Open and close your arms. Open, close. Keep the arms open, pulse the arms and legs together again. And then full range all the way up for 5. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Turn the toes so that your legs are parallel. Separate the feet even wider, so pretty generous stance here. Weights come to the chest, elbows wide. From here, you're gonna come into a lunge. One leg is straight, one leg is bent. Back up to 2 straight legs, and then lunge to the other side. Back up to 2 straight legs. When you lean forward, your spine is straight. Yeah, no hunchback in Notre Dame. Keep your collarbone open. Then we can start to add our arms. So you're gonna punch the arm of the leg that's staying straight across, and then back up, across, and back up. Cross, up, you get the gist. Cross, and up. A few more. Make it really obvious which leg is straight, which leg is bent. And get low, drop your butt, reach. 2 more, reach. Nice job, last time. And rise it up. Good, shake it out. Not too bad on the legs on that one. Our last one is gonna be a forward facing lunge. So one leg in the front, one leg in the back. Feet a decent amount apart again. Let's do tricep presses here. So from here, long stance, you're gonna go ahead and bend both knees down, and from here, pulse the arms. Keeping the arms far back behind the line of the body. Chest is lifted, and we're looking forward. Your front knee is directly over your front heel. Staying low. From here, baby tricep kickbacks. Gently bend and extend through the elbow joints. Make sure that the head of your shoulder isn't hunching forward here. Keep your collarbone broad, nice and wide. Legs should be burning. I'm shaking, hang in there. Keep that bottom knee low. Keep those arms straight back behind the line of the body. Pulse the arms and the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the lunge, sink a little bit deeper, reach the arms back a little bit more, and then rise yourself all the way up, and we'll switch legs. Give yourself a generous stance, you guys. Wide feet, feet in line with those hips. This time, let's change the arms just slightly by rotating the palms of the hands to face forward. Coming down into your lunge, hold it here, pulse the arms. Wide collarbone, low back knee. Hold the arms still. From here, pulse the legs, just the legs. Hold the lunge. From here, bring your weights kind of back behind your tush. They're not going to touch, most likely. Just come in and out. Whew. Sink deeper. And then pulse everything. Arms are going forward and back. Legs are going down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise yourself all the way up. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and step back to the back of your mat. We still have our weights. We're gonna make our way down to our knees. So with your hands close to your legs, nod your chin close to your chest, roll yourself all the way down. Once you get down there, just gently walk your hands out in front of you, still with your weights, as if you're coming into a downward dog, but don't put too much weight on your hands. Feel free to bend the knees, alternate bending them, stretch it out. And then very carefully come down to your knees. Once here, bring your big toes together to touch. Let the knees separate so you have a little triangular base with your legs. And then bring your weights in front of your thighs. From here, moving into thigh stretch. We hinge backwards, lift the arms up to shoulder height, and then we come back up to our starting point. Exhale to hinge. Inhale, rise. Our goal for this exercise is to keep a nice straight line from our shoulder to our knee. No dip in the hips. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, rise. It should feel good. Stretching out those quads after everything we just did. Few more. Last 2. Good. Last time. Awesome. Then advancing it, we're going to set our hips to the heels. The palms of the hands face each other. You're going to come into a little squat and then come back up. Then you're going to hinge backwards into your thigh stretch and then come back up. So we go down, arms lift. There's a slight lean forward of the spine. Come back up, then thigh stretch and rise. So hinging at the hips, squat, rise, hinge, rise, squat, rise, hinge, rise. Couple more. Nice breath. If it's too much with the weights, feel free to ditch them. One more. All right, nice job, you guys. Excellent work. Go ahead and ditch one of those weights. Come to an all fours position, and let's take that weight. I'm gonna turn so you can see my right side. Place the weight behind your right knee. If you're having difficulty holding your weight or whatever prop you have at home behind that knee, you can totally do this without the prop and still get a great effect here. We're gonna be getting into our glutes, so we're gonna take our right thigh up to hip height and flex the foot. From this position, gently stamp your foot up and down on the ceiling. Feel that you have even weight across your hands. Your elbows are straight but not hyperextended. Your belly is tight even though you're pitching forward. Without touching the mat, you're going to lower your knee to a hover and then back up to hip height. Lower, lift, lower, lift. In a perfect world, your spine is not changing shape. So we're not like rounding our back here. Stay totally still, just the leg. Lower your knee down to a hover, open and close your knee up and down to the side like a dog in a fire hydrant. If you want more of a challenge, lift your left hand a couple inches off the floor or potentially straight out in front of you. That way you're not dumping all your weight to the left-hand side. Then we'll keep that right leg lifted up at hip height, hold it, or at least as high as you can get it, and pulse that right leg. Buns should be burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your knee down, remove your prop, just set it in front of you. We're gonna then come down to elbows and forearms, still keeping your left hip above your left knee. Extend the right leg behind you and flex your foot. From here, just tap the floor, then back up. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Sweating already. Hopefully you are too. Then from here, little rainbow arcs. Tap to one side, lift to hip height, tap to the other side, lift to hip height. Tap, lift, tap, lift. You should feel this more in your supporting butt cheek than in the leg that is actually moving. So that left glute. But only if you're stabilizing enough. Make sure you're not moving all over the place. Keep your leg lifted to the left-hand side, so slightly across, and give me small pulses emphasizing the up motion. Then bring it slightly out to the right-hand side, and little pulses emphasizing the up. Really straighten your leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place that knee down. And then set your hips to your heels. Take a quick child's pose. Grab some water if you need to. Shake it out. Towel off. Okay, let's do the other side. I'll turn so you can see my left side. So weight's gonna go behind that left knee. We're gonna stack our shoulders above our wrists, lifting up that left leg, flexing the foot. Gently stamp your foot up and down on the ceiling. Belly button tight to the spine. Wide shoulders. Wide fingers. From here, we're gonna lower that leg down to a slight hover. Lift it back up. Lower it to a hover. Lift it back up. Try not to touch the floor at any time with your left leg. It gets dangerously close but never touches. Feel the strength across the middle of your back. Don't sink into the floor. Keep your left knee close to the mat for a second. From this position, we go up to the side and then back down to where it was. Up to the side, back down to where it was. If you want to check that you're not dumping all your weight into that right hand, lift it off the floor. Potentially reach it forward. Up to you. Make sure your left elbow does not hyperextend. Then keeping that left leg lifted up at hip height, hold it. Small pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it all down. Remove your weight. Lower yourself down to your elbows and forearms. And then we're going to go ahead and extend our left leg behind us at hip height and flex the foot so that all 5 toes face the floor. From here, tap the floor and lift it up. Tap, lift, tap, lift. So your right hip joint is directly above your right kneecap. Your shoulders are directly above your elbows. And you're still feeling that nice engagement across your back, so you're not sinking into your shoulders here. Let's start with our arcs, our rainbow arcs. Tap one side of your mat, lift it back up to hip height. Tap the other side and lift it back up to hip height. Move with precision and hopefully noticing that right glute talking to you. Amongst your shoulder stabilizers, your abdominals, everything's participating. Let's keep that left leg lifted across to the right hand side. Give me small pulses emphasizing the upward motion. Then bring it across to the left hand side and maybe small pulses emphasizing that upward motion. And then back to the center behind you and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the knee down, sit the hips to the heels. Nice big child's pose, hips to heels. Rocking those hips side to side, regrouping. All right, guys, make your way all the way down onto your belly. From here, we're gonna do a very traditional mat Pilates exercise. It can come across a little strange, but see if you can connect with it. It's called double leg kick. So what we're gonna do is bring our hands behind our sacrum. My hands are stacked one on top of each other. I'm gonna bring one cheek to the mat. Either way is fine, because we'll be alternating. You're gonna do 3 kicks with your legs. You wanna think of kind of like applying some resistance. And then on the third one, your legs and arms are gonna extend. You're gonna come into this lifted position. Then you'll lower back down so the other cheek finds the mat, and then you'll repeat it. So 3 kicks, like you're doing a nice hamstring curl. On the third one, legs and arms extend straight, chest lifts, and then you lower back down. Once you kind of get the hang of it, you can move just a little bit quicker than what I just showed, but not too much. Feel even pressure across your 2 hip bones and your pubic bone during those 3 kicks and during your lift. 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. And again, 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. 1 more time. 1, 2, 3, lift and extend. And lower all the way down. You can bend your knees, let your feet just fall side to side, releasing your spine for a second. All right, from here, we're gonna grab those weights. We're gonna bring our weights by our thighs, palms facing in towards you. We're gonna get into a little bit more back extension. We're gonna be lifting our arms, legs, and chest up, similar to that position we were just in, and then lower it back down. Inhale to lift everything up. Exhale, put everything down. Rolling the head of the shoulder down the back, lengthening versus crunching. On the next one, you're gonna stay lifted and hold it. And we're gonna pulse the arms up and down a few inches here. Little pulses. Collarbone is wide. Belly button is tight to the spine. Draw little circles with your arms. See if you can point your feet a little bit more. Reach through those legs. Reverse your arm circles. And then give me little pulses of those arms again. Try to lift up a little bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Again, you can bend the knees, let the feet fall side to side. Take some seconds here. Okay. Next, we're going to bring the arms forward in front of us, separating the hands and the feet about as wide as your mat. We're going to be lifting up everything. So arms, legs, and chest lift, and lower. Lift, lower. If this is too much on your shoulders, feel free to do it without the weights. Lifting everything up, putting it all down. Emphasizing engaging those glutes and hamstrings. Let's go for 3. And 2. Last one, you're gonna hold it. Go swimming with only your legs. Finding stillness through your upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the weights down. Press yourself all the way back into a child's pose. Sitting your hips to your heels. Again, regrouping. All right. Let's come onto our knees. Again, you can choose to use one weight, or you can also ditch it if you've had enough of the weights. We're gonna kick our right leg off to the side. We're gonna lean sideways with our left hand on the floor, in line with our left knee. From here, we lift our arm and our leg up to hip height, back down, up and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Make sure you tilt your head in line with your spine, so we're not like this. Tilt it. Nice. Exhale, lift. Bracing your belly on those exhales. On the next one, stay lifted. Hold it. Small pulses from the shoulder, from the hip. Good. Little circles. Slow and steady. Try not to let anything else move. Reverse it. Buns of steel. Little pulses up and down again. Flip the palm of your hand up to face the ceiling. Take a bicep curl, bend the knee in and out. In and out. 5, 4, soften your supporting elbow. 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. Press yourself all the way up. We're gonna go directly to the other side. No rest for the wicked here. Leaning all the way over. Right hand on the floor in line with your right knee. Arm and leg lift and lower. Lift and lower. Resisting on the way down, no crash landings. Keep everything lifted up, hold it. Small pulses. The second side should be so much harder. Hang in there, you can do it. Buns of steel. Little circles. And reverse it. Mind over matter, keep breathing. Small pulses again, a little bit higher. Then flip the palm of your hand up to face the ceiling. Give me a couple bicep curls as you bend that knee in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tush to heels, shake it out. Drop your butt side to side, releasing those glutes. Breathe, wipe the sweat off your face. Okay, we are gonna make our way onto our side to continue with some more glutes. So lay all the way down. I'm laying on my left side here. 1 second, okay. You're gonna use your bottom arm as a pillow if you prefer. Otherwise, you could grab like a yoga block or an actual pillow, whatever you need. Tucking your knees up in front of you. We're gonna go into our basic clams here. So keeping your weight down by your knee. Open and close your top knee, keeping your feet connected. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Spine stays long. Obliques stay long. Told you it was gonna be a lot of legs today. You got it, hang in there. Lift your feet, keep going. At any time you can ditch your weight. Now you're gonna alternate. So you're gonna lower the feet, you're gonna lift the knee, close the knee, lift the feet, open the knee. So just alternating between our two variations. So 1 rep with the feet down, 1 rep with those feet up. A little bit of coordination, hang in there. 1 rep with the feet down, 1 rep with the feet up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last time. Good, awesome. Just hold your, actually let's go into a little rotator cuff exercise. Elbow's gonna be right above your waistline. Hand and elbow are always in line with each other. Your forearm is gonna stop when it becomes parallel to your mat, and then it's gonna come back up to the ceiling from there. So don't let your hand go lower than your belly. Little open and close. Sorry, my headphone fell out. Okay. So we should be feeling this in the back of the shoulder and that rotator cuff. Really beneficial for our posture when we're sitting, and really good just in general for your shoulder mechanics. Let's go for 5. It should be burning. 4, 3, 2. We're so glad we did this last time. All right, good. You can set that weight off to the side, but don't move your body yet. You're gonna extend your legs straight on a slight diagonal, so your feet are coming forward towards that bottom front corner of your mat. Hand can come onto the hip, or you can keep it on the floor for balance. We're gonna flex both feet, lift up this top leg. From here, you're gonna kick the leg forward with a flexed foot, point the foot and kick it back. Flex to come forward and point to come back. Flex forward and point back. Your goal is to keep your hips completely still. So if you have your hands on your hips, it's kind of nice because you can feel what's going on here, which ideally in a perfect world is nothing. Good stability through those hips. Flexing to come forward, pointing to come back. Flex forward, point back. Once again, that's another glute medius exercise. Bring the leg forward. Internally rotate your legs so that your toes face the ground and give me small pulses up and down. Give me small circles. And reverse it, still pigeon-toed. Little pulses again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, smack it out, take a breath. Okay, pull your legs so that they're straight in line with the rest of you. Nice straight line. Feet are flexed. You're gonna lift up the top leg. We're gonna need to have our hand on the floor. Lift up the bottom leg and then lower them both down together. So lift, lift, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Perhaps you have ankle weights at home. You can always throw them on for these series. It's an extra challenge. If not though, it's still challenging enough. And we can kind of create our own muscular resistance. So imagine that you're moving your legs through molasses or something with a lot of resistance here. Maybe some Nutella, my favorite. 2 more. Light hand on the floor. All right, now our last little one here. Both legs up and down, up and down. Squeezing those inner thighs together tight. Long waist. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Keep your bottom leg where it is. Bend your top knee. You can grab a hold of your foot, plant your foot flat on the floor. If that's not accessible to you, you can always let your leg fold down like so. Either option, we're going to be lifting the bottom leg up and down, recruiting that bottom inner thigh. Moving your leg again like it weighs 5,000 pounds, something crazy. Hips are stacked, be careful not to roll backwards. Keeping that leg lifted, hold it. Give me small pulses of that lifted leg. Little pulse. Little circle. Reverse it. Strengthening all the muscles of our legs. Little pulses again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job, you guys. Let's sit ourselves all the way up. Bring your weight with you, and we'll make our way to the other side. So we're gonna start with our clam series. So, laying all the way down, using your bottom arm as your pillow for your head. Tuck your knees up in front of you, and then set your weight onto your knee. If you're ready, open and close that top knee. Exhale to open, inhale, close. You can always do this without the weight if you've had enough. Spine is staying long, shoulders are staying anchored, not lying in the fetal position. Okay, let's lift the feet, keep going. Good, feeling that burn, strengthening those glutes. Alternate our 2 variations of our clam. So 1 rep, the feet are on the floor. The next rep, the feet lift. 1 rep, feet on the floor. Next rep, feet lift. Take your time, doesn't need to be fast. Shouldn't be too quick. Try to keep both sides of your waist equal in length, especially when you lift your feet. And make sure those feet are not coming towards your bum. Keep those feet forward in line with those knees. Let's go for 5, should be burning. 4, and 3, 2, and last time. Awesome job. Giving our legs a little break. You're gonna stack your elbow up right on top of your waistline, taking external rotation of your forearm. The angle between your elbow is a 90-degree angle. Your hand never goes lower than your belly. And we're gonna really focus on slowly lowering that arm down. So we're really resisting on that eccentric contraction when that muscle is elongating, building strength there. So on the way down, really go slow. Don't let gravity take over. You might find that one side is so much easier than the other side. Usually your right side is going to be stronger if you're right-handed, and left hand will be stronger if you're left-handed. Makes sense. Couple more, keep breathing. Let's go for 5, should be cooking now. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, you guys. You can set that weight off to the side. We are gonna extend our legs out straight on the long diagonal, just feet coming forward towards that bottom corner of the mat. Flex the feet, lifting up that top leg, just so that your foot is at hip height. We're gonna flex the foot, kick the leg forward, point the foot, kick the leg back. Flex to come forward, and point to come back. Ooh, if you are having trouble balancing, like myself apparently, you can always keep your hand on the floor. Flex forward, point back. Hips are stacked. Awesome job, you guys. Keeping that leg at the same level as it goes forward and back, as if it's skimming above the surface of water. Bring the leg forward, pigeon toe it. So I want you to take your whole leg, internally rotate it, toes down. Give me small pulses. Small circles. Hips are still stacked, so there's a barbecue skewer going through both of those hip bones. Reverse it. Buns are burning. Small pulses up and down, finish strong. Lead up with that heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, you guys. Pull both of your legs back so that you're at one long straight line. Flex the feet. Let's do hand on the floor for this little series. We're gonna lift the top leg. Lift the top leg first, then lift the bottom leg, and then lower them both down. So lift, lift, and slowly lower down. Lift, lift, slowly lower down. A little bit of downward pressure through those fingertips is okay. And I really want you to think of reaching your legs super long out of your hip joints so that your legs aren't just like jarring back into your pelvis. Lift, lift, and lower. 2 more. Lift, lift, and lower. Last time. Lift, lift, and lower. Good, then our last variation, both legs stay connected. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Exhale to lift. Try not to let those hips roll backwards. Stay totally stacked. They might not go very high. It's totally fine. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Let's make our way onto our back. Place your feet flat on the floor, about maybe 4 or 5 inches apart, and then rest your arms down by your sides. Moving into some nice bridge work here. Let's take an exhale, slowly roll those hips up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the top of your bridge to stay, and an exhale, slowly melt the spine all the way back down. Little inhale at the bottom to reset. Exhale, engage the glutes, roll the hips up, 1 piece at a time. Let's do a few more like that. Just opening up through the front of the hip joint when you're at the top of that bridge. Inhale to stay. Exhale, roll it down. Next one, stay lifted. From here, start to gently pulse the hips, taking small pelvic thrust. Notice that your knees kind of have a natural tendency to want to flare out to the sides. Don't let them. Keep them pointing straight ahead. So we're going to be working our inner thighs a little bit in addition to those glutes and hamstrings. Without rolling through the spine, simply tap the tailbone to the mat and lift it right back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Bracing that belly on those exhalations. Let's go for 3, 2. Last one, you're going to stay lifted. You're going to take an inhale, lift up a little bit higher, and then an exhale, slowly melt the spine all the way back down. Hug your knees in tightly to your chest, rock your hips side to side, decompress your lumbar spine for a moment. And then we'll bring 2 straight legs up to the ceiling, chest lifting up, grab a hold of those calves, take it into our leg scissors, grabbing one leg as the other leg lowers away, and then switch, and switch. So flexed feet here will give you a nice stretch on those hamstrings before we take round 2 of our bridge work, so enjoy it while you can. Double pulse, and then switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. And transitioning into our single leg stretch with pointed feet. Grab one leg as the other leg reaches out straight, and switch, and switch. Our lower back is in an imprint, keeping our spine flat to the mat for the safety of our back. Let's continue moving those legs. Bring your hands behind the head, elbows wide, take it into crisscross, opposite elbow coming towards opposite knee. Twist, twist, rotate through those ribs. And then for fun today, let's do it with straight legs. So leg scissors with pointed feet and twisting through the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in tight to your chest. Breathe. All right, we got another round of bridge work. So 2 flat feet, a little bit closer together than the last rep. From here, roll the hips up. We're gonna take this into marches. Right leg to tabletop. Put it back down. Switch. Alternate continuously. You wanna make sure that as you lift your feet, your hips don't sink towards that side. So we're using our glutes to keep the hips lifted. We're using our abs to keep the hips level. Extend the right leg all the way up to the ceiling with a pointed foot. Flex the foot, lower it, point the foot, lift it. Flex to lower, point to lift. Make sure this left glute stays on. And with your right leg to the ceiling, lift the hips up a little bit higher. Replace that right foot, and then bring your left leg up. Flex the foot, lower it. Point the foot, lift. It's important to keep our ankles nice and mobile, which is why a lot of Pilates exercises have a lot of this flexing and pointing involved. And with your left leg to the sky, lift the hips up a little bit higher. Replace that left foot. Right leg's gonna come back up. This time we're gonna flex the foot, lower the tailbone. Point the foot, lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. Flex to lower. Point to lift. 2 more. Last time. Stay lifted. Replace the right foot. Last little bit. Left leg comes up. Flex the foot to lower. Point to lift. Notice that stretch in that left hamstring as you flex your foot. 2 more. Last time, stay lifted. Replace the foot. Take a nice big inhale. Make sure everything is perfect as it can be. Exhale, roll it down. Hug your knees in tightly to your chest. Breathe. We have 1 more ab series, and then we're gonna stretch. 2 legs to the sky. Chest lifting up, grab your calves. Leg scissors. Flat low backs. Chins tight to the chest, or close to the chest. Double pulse it. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Tabletop the legs, hands to shins. Double leg stretch, reach your arms and legs away. Exhale, circle to the shins. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. The torso does not move, only the arms and legs. Stay extended, arms and legs are out, hold it. Little pulses towards and away. Torso still isn't moving, just limbs. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest, breathe. You made it, you guys. Awesome job today. Let's go ahead and reach 2 straight legs forward in front of us, arms up to the sky with flexed feet. We're gonna be moving into our stretches. Take an exhale as you lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Roll yourself all the way up and take a nice big forward fold over those legs. Stay here. Take a big inhale, breathing into the backs of the ribs. Exhale it all out. Slowly restacking the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. From here, you're gonna take your right knee, bend your knee, place your foot flat. You're gonna rotate your upper body towards that right knee, bringing your right hand on the floor behind you. Left elbows to the outside of your knee for leverage. Gazing over that right shoulder. Take an inhale, twist a little bit deeper, grow a little bit taller. Then an exhale, slowly untwist. Extend that right leg out straight. Then bend your left knee, place your left foot flat. Bringing your hand behind your back on the floor. Right elbow to the outside of your knee. Gazing over your shoulder. Nice wide collarbone. Hope you guys feel good. Twist a little deeper on this inhale. Exhale it all out. Good. Then we're going to bend both of our knees, place our feet flat, place the soles of the feet flat together for butterfly stretch. Holding onto those toes, take an inhale, grow nice and tall, and then an exhale, fold forward towards those toes. From there, we're going to restack our spine. One vertebrae at a time. And one more time. Exhale, forward fold. We're reaching your nose towards your toes, pressing those knees down towards the floor. And then slowly restacking that spine. From here, turn sideways on your mat so that your legs are out to the sides. We'll stretch our QLs a little bit. So you're gonna reach your right arm up to the sky. You're gonna bend over that left leg, trying to keep even weight across those cheeks. And coming up from there, you're gonna stretch up and over the other way, again, keeping even weight through those cheeks. And coming up from there, you're gonna take a forward fold straight down the center here, coming potentially down to your elbows and forearms, or even all the way down to the floor if you're crazy flexible. Flexing your toes to the sky will give you a better stretch to those calves and hammies, but mainly we're going for it in our thighs here. All right, then slowly restacking the spine. Go ahead and cross the legs. Just stretch out those glutes, you definitely need to do that. You can sit with fire log legs like in yoga, so one leg stacked on top of the other. If this is too crazy, just regular crisscross applesauce is fine. You can lean forward like so. Any of those variations will suit, just so long as you're feeling it. Still try to keep your collarbone wide. And when you're ready, go ahead and switch those legs out and switch which leg is on the top. Flexing your feet to help save your knees. Pitching forward at the waist, keeping even weight across your cheeks in the back. All right, you guys. When you're all done with those stretches, you're all done. Excellent job today. Great work. I'll see you guys next time.